final home game of the year. The Reds thus finish their home schedule at 41 wins and 40 losses and will officially close out what has been a disappointing year. Even though they are going to end up with a better record than they had last year, still in all, they go to Pittsburgh to try and make something out of their finish. Normally we recap. Jeff, I got some things to say.
Me too, buddy.
Again, I want to reiterate what I said earlier. I don't feel like that all the hullabaloo that has been created over me retiring has been misplaced. I feel like the people that welcome me into the city, when I came in 1974 and have maintained that love and affection through all these years, they're the ones that I should be giving back to rather than they give to me. This has been almost a surreal day for me today, getting up and thinking about broadcasting my last baseball game, which at times was almost incomprehensible to me. It was hard for me to come to grips with that part of it, but the retirement thing was an easy thing for me to do because there are places I want to go and things I want to do with Amanda, and I'm healthy, and but that doesn't make the departure any less easy, or any more easy, I should say. There are people hanging around here. God bless them. I'll be on the field shortly, and I'll be able to talk to some of these people up close and personal. But, you know, this city, once they decide that you're one of theirs, being the most provincial city I've ever lived in, once they decide that you are one of them, if you come from the outside, it's going to take a while because they are very protective of their city and very protective of people that they feel like is one of them. And when they felt that way for me, and I can almost pinpoint the time it happened in July of '74, it's almost like if you and I are brothers and I can call you the vilest names in the world, but that guy standing next to you can't. I can do it, but he can't. And I think that's the way it is to have lived in this city all the time that I have and to have made all the friends that I have and have been a hand in raising 3 kids through 3 marriages and never, ever lessen my love for this city in any aspect of it. And I'm proud to say that I'll be here until the day that they pass muster on me for the final time. I'm proud to say I'm a Cincinnatian, and for those who are here today and for those who are listening wherever they might be, just know how much you're loved. And how much you're appreciated. That's all I got.
Well, I want to tell you something, Marty, because we don't talk about this a whole lot simply because we're here all the time together, and it's difficult to share these things when you stand day to day. But you talked about protection, and when you come in and you're trying to take a seat that Joe Nuxall held for forever, you did something for me that I don't know that anybody's done that except my dad, and that is protecting you from failure and protecting you so that you can have some success. And lost my dad a long time ago and never thought that I would ever have that kind of relationship with another man ever. But you have protected me. You have taken care of me from day one that I walked into this booth. And that's part of the reason that these folks here in Cincinnati accepted this country guy, because Marty Brennaman accepted me. And I can't thank you enough for that, and just for your teaching and helping me understand what it's like and what it's supposed to be to broadcast ball games. What I do hope going forward is that we will be able, Tommy and I will be able to make you proud, not only the people here, but you've set a standard here And I hope that we will be able to make you proud and carry on the phenomenal tradition that is here in Cincinnati and on Cincinnati radio.
Well,
thank you, buddy.
You know how much I love you, pal, and I just hope that the people now going forward will accept Tommy Thrall as well as they accepted me 46 years ago. He's a very talented young man. I think people know, having listened to his work beginning in spring training and of course all throughout the course of the year, and treating fairly, giving him an opportunity to settle in the seat that I'm sitting in right now, because he will end up being here for a while and doing a very, very, very good job. To the other broadcast partners that we have, the Tom Brennamans and Chris Welches and Jeff Picoros and Doug Flynn's and Danny Graves and Sam LeCure and Brian Giesenslaw. I hope I didn't miss anybody. They know how I feel about them. And first and foremost, the guy sitting behind me. All the years that Dave Armbruster and I have been together, over 25 years, and when I make the comment periodically that he's our mentor and spiritual leader, and people get a laugh out of that, but there's much more truth to that statement than not. I would not know how to operate consistently at home without him being with us and taking care of all the problems. I say all, they're rare, but when they crop up, he handles it with the same calm, placid attitude that he has about everything else. He injects caustic comments into situations when we turn around and tell him to keep quiet, and he gives it back to us. I've never been around a fellow so adept at what he does and has blended in so well with the fabric of this radio booth, beginning in the days when Joe and I were together, and more recently with Jeff. I just can't talk enough about the affection that I have for Dave Armbruster. We call him Yid, and I'm going to miss him as much as I miss anybody when the 2020 season gets underway. And Yid, I thank you for your friendship, and I thank you for the work that you've given us for all of these years. I'm going to be on the field in a moment. I'm going to be visiting with the fans who have hung around this afternoon. I look forward to seeing you. Again, I appreciate your love. It's a two-way street, and hopefully we'll see each other down the road, because Amanda and I are not going anywhere. We'll be in and out of town, but I have too much invested in this city to pull up and leave like other people have done in the past. I don't anticipate and never expect to live anywhere else but this town because of how wonderful it has been to me and my three kids and my grandkids. It's just a very, very special place, and I hope that all of those listening and those who are in the ballpark listening to our comments understand it with a passion that I try to portray about this town. Gentlemen, I'm good to go. Jeff, I love you.
I love you too, buddy.
Yet, I love you. Tommy, I love you. My kids are in here. It couldn't be any better than this to have my whole family together. And if you see me out and about in the town in the days and weeks and months and years to come up and say hello, and we'll chat a bit. Tommy, back to you.